Welcome to the dog days of summer. Yes. It is June, almost July, and almost America's 250th birthday. Yay! What do you give a country that turns 250 years old? I don't know. Still, greatest country in the world. Bar none. Anywho, I've been really cutting back on this because I've been adjusting my sleep schedule. It's just kind of hard sometimes with the change in my work, and it's it flows off my schedule, and the other night I was just kind of lying in bed. I didn't have anything on, no phone, no music, no stellar reading. I was just kind of just laying in bed, just in the darkness, stare at the darkness, as Willie would say on Alf. And I just got to thinking, oh, June 21st passed, and it was 15 years since I had this amazing day with Brittany. It would be around the bush was to say her name. Not like she's gonna watch any of this shit, anyways. And this one, it was like the last great outing we had together. But then the thought of, oh, she's been with her husband for 15 years. I mean, not married for 15 years, but cool. They met, close to almost 15 years ago. Then that led to, oh, that's like the same amount of time I was actually chasing after her. Even though she got married. She was on a break, okay? When I told her. And, that really kind of just bummed me out, and it rolled over into the next day. I'm standing in the parking lot at work thinking, I was really, really sad. And I think it's always healthy to be kind of sad like that, but it was like, I don't want to go to work. I didn't want to get out of bed. It was like I should have used a mental health day, which I really don't believe in necessary, but it's like I can't function. I couldn't function that day. But I got my mind off it, and I got over it. Like I should in any of the cases. But it's like it was almost like a tsunami of emotions came over me. I was sitting there, listen to WAP, and it's like whatever the depression hormones in your brain that were released, it was like a floodgate. Yeah. I was asked by Stella. I think what was it? What did I do? I actually got together with her. I think I told her the answer was, I don't know, since that's a different timeline path not chosen. I actually had thought about it today, and it will be like analogy of a dog chasing after a tire. I wouldn't know what to do with my deal if I got a hold of it. It would probably be all inspiring, but like I said before, it would be, it's that road not taken, not gone. It's a parallel universe. It's a different timeline than what I'm living in right now. You know, maybe in that timeline, I'm not here. I'm doing something else with my life. You know, maybe it's all because also on the 6th it's a big date. It's a special date for me. July 6th since 2006. It's been a special day. It was a really great outing with me and Brittany. We went to a concert. We spent a day together. It was freaking amazing. And I think that was actually a turning point because being young, dumb, I could have. Her parents weren't home. I could have walked her to the door. She had let me inside. I walked her to the door like a gentleman. And she wished me good night. And who knows? I believe that is the point in time where everything has split in this universe. I actually have time to think about it. I think I actually pinpoint it. July 6th, or actually it would be July 7th, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. 12:30 in the morning or something like that. And so that's the point in the timeline, that ripple effect, you know. Call it causality effect, you know. Yeah. But you know, I guess I can always dwell on her some other time. I did it for an hour. I think I have it unlisted, and eventually I'll release it. But anyway, she'll probably come back again. You know, I stammering idiot. My regret in life, I guess you can call it. Not walking into the door. Who knows? I could have, you know, she could have been Mrs. Dirt Nation, or Mrs. Joe. She could have been the mother of my children. I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, that is a different timeline, and unfortunately, we're in this timeline. Yeah. Where they edit out music. I was going to work one day, early this month, and I don't know why they did this. So, Bob Seger, Night Moves. Fantastic song. It's like a 5-minute and 30-second song. One of the great rock songs of the 70s, early 80s, whatever. Classic rock. And when halfway through the song, he goes, "Way on the thunder, way on the thunder," and it fades out. What did this radio station do? This is your 97.7 news. Game 4 of the Stanley Cup. There's another two and a half minutes left in the song. It's the best. Oh, it's the best part of the song where he goes, "Woke up night to the sound of thunder." You know, Sound of Wonder. However, a song from 1962. Funny how the night moves, and they cut that out. I don't know if you heard that. That was some fireworks. And I guess, like I said, they cut it out. Yeah, another 2.5 minutes. It's staggering they did that. To break in at the top of the... They did it at the top of the hour. They could not wait an extra 2 minutes. So I switched on the dial again. And they played the entire song. Granted, it was not top of the hour, I get it, but still, you butchered a song for telling me, oh, the Hurricanes won Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Or, oh, the Knicks are about to win the championship. Wow. Okay. So, that challenge been on my personal. I had to go and boop. It's no longer in my presetting. I reset it to another station about 45 minutes away. The butcher song. Granted, come to think of it, Rush 2112 is played on the radio. However, dude, I get it. It's a 20-minute song. It's like it's probably the one half of the album back in the day. And they cut more than 3/4 of it out. I get it. I didn't realize that. I didn't not realize until 15, 16 years ago, it was like a 20-minute song. But yeah, they cut. It's like I'm still upset that they cut out 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this Bob Seger song. That's just criminal. That's just mean. As Bob Seger says, rock and roll never forgives. I can't forgive that harebrained board operator did that. Stupid move. Every now and again, I'll watch Cheers, and it's great. It's probably one of the greatest shows ever written on television. And television has been around for almost 100 years. And it's one thing I actually picked up recently watching late in the series again. Cliff has a crush on the hot weather girl. And I'm thinking to myself, nowadays, see hot weather girls on the major stations, like in LA, New York, Chicago, even, down around St. Louis, Indianapolis. You get it. Big cities, you get really cool girls. Due to this weather station. He was crushing on this girl on the Weather Channel back when the Weather Channel was coming out back in the late 80s. That got me thinking, is this always been, a thing of hot weather babes? I know recently, in the last 20 years, hot news anchors has been a thing, but I didn't really realize that hot weather girls was a 37-year running joke. Okay, maybe I get it, but that's also another thing. Why can't these smaller news stations, the one that covers the entire region, just be all about local, and it'd be repeated every segment? It'd be a 5-minute segment. Oh, this is stuff local. Alright. Commercial break. Okay, recap the first 5 minutes, because a lot of people would miss the news a lot of times. Okay, then you can just do weather and wrap it up with a feel-good story. Just something to think about. I guess there's not really much to talk about the subject of hot weather babes, but although weirdly my Facebook's been scrolling to this one blonde weather chick not even my region of the country. Yeah. Anyways, I think she's been. I think she probably pays for get bumped up, stuff like that. That's just my theory. Well, I actually got to the movies this month, so I got to see He-Man, the new He-Man movie. Loved it. You know how much I paid to get in? Zero. Zero. One thing gotta love about going to a small town, it's cheap. $5 shows, $8 shows. You go to AMC or Regal or any of the bigger name, it'd probably be 13, $14. Whatever. Same outrageous story. But go to these small towns, they're still $5, they're still $8, really, really cheap. Although I do have to say AMC has matinees where it's cheap, but still, you can go to like these small towns, it's cheap, and like the one I saw, I got in for free. It's open caption, which is nice because this one theater is 90 years old, Q6 sucks, and at least I can read what's happening, dialogue wise. But yeah, I thought it was the He-Man movie was an entertaining movie. I couldn't get past Skeletor once again. Like, I know this is a really obscure show, Monster Wars, the Monster Truck show, back in the 90s. Looks like the Great Digger mascot.
I've risen from the deepest, darkest depths of despair to prevail. Fears to you, Taurus. Rest in pieces.
And I got to see Scary Movie 6. Hilarious. 90 minutes, lots of jokes. It's one of those movies you have to go see again because there's, jokes on the walls, stuff like that. But I'll probably end up buying on DVD anyways, so yeah. But I got a few DVDs lately. I bought the Miami Vice series. Still has the royal music in it, so awesome. I picked up Radio Not 2, and actually got a new Mystery Science Theater set, so awesome. And Dante's Peak, which, by the way, if you want to double bill that error, Dante's Peak and Volcano. So there's that. And I still haven't seen The Bride. Still on the fence of renting it or just straight up buying it, because if I straight up buy it, I can always go back and watch it if I want to. If I watch it 4 times, I get my money's worth. So the big thing that happened in the last couple of weeks, the brouhaha on the internet, there was some Ultimate Fighting Championship at the White House, in which you have a new light heavyweight champion. Awesome. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was an awesome thing to see. But people, just the age of, getting bent out of shape, yada yada yada. So, ooh, they're fighting on the lawn. Ooh, this. I think it's a cool idea. Imagine if they had other things going on at the White House, and invite some service people, to watch it. It's a cool experience, And people say, "Oh, it's going to damage grass." Grass grows back in Maryland or District of Columbia, or wherever. Just that general area. Grass will grow back. Don't worry. Don't get bent out of shape. Jesus. But I really enjoyed that. Because also the light rigging and stuff like that is really cool. So, yeah. While I still have Paramount, I got to watch the last Beavis and Butthead season 3, the new ones, and I got to watch a few bar rescues that they did around my neck of the woods in the Metro East area. So got to watch some of those. They really packed those episodes in because they're like 60 episodes in one season, and I guess Bill or John Taffer didn't do most of them, I guess. Moving on. Going back to movie. Oh, you know, I actually picked up I left off in the DVD portion of the program. I got to watch American Pie series. I'm going through the American Pie series. I watched the first 3 movies. Yeah, they're okay. They're all right. I mean, they're all right. I'm the person who watched Porky's when I was 10 years old. Okay, so yeah, and it is July coming up, and I did this previously in May. I have a nurse put in an application in for speed dating, so I'm waiting to hear back on that. That's happening in late July, so there'll probably be some kind of video on that in August. And probably just round it out here. Tia Carrera, from Wayne's World, True Lies, Jury Duty, the hot chick. I saw something. She did a cover of Heartbreaker, the Pat Benatar song, so that's something to check out on the intertubes. So yeah, that's really been my last several weeks. Just hanging out, trying to stay cool. Actually, trying to stay dry because we had a lot of tornadoes and a lot of rain. I was supposed to go to the Monster Truck Show for my 40th birthday, and that got rained out. And so I'm out $30, which was a bum. But the good news is I got to talk to Stella for like 3 hours. So that was the plus side. And she did fight that pan. Yeah. So, oh yeah. Got the evil crusty clown doll for $27 at Ollie's. Ollie's has opened up near me, so awesome. Yeah, so anywho. But I guess until next time, play something pretty for Stella. I'm out here. Happy birthday, America.